What's up, guys? This your boy James, aka Six8Jay, coming to you on this, what is it, Monday, Christmas evening. I was almost said Christmas Eve. Christmas evening. It's 8:30. This is a last minute stream. We wanted to share our story, our dog story with you guys. I've got my beautiful queen here, Janette. You guys can see her. She's been on the show a couple times before. And we wanted to kind of share with you guys, what's going on, what happened, all that good stuff. I posted, obviously we lost our best friend. We want to share that with the family. My thoughts are, if you're family, you share the good and you share the bad. One of the things that I was talking to my wife, we talked about it maybe about, I don't know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes before we decided to get on. What's up? Always one away. Welcome to the stream, OMC. Appreciate you, Crypto OG. Welcome. Merry Christmas to my Crypto for Life family. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you guys and your families. Hope you guys enjoyed your day. And I don't want to make this a sad thing. I just want to tell you guys his story. Thank you so much, Crypto OG, my brother. Thank you, man. Share with you guys Kobe's story, where we're at. Because I didn't know when I was going to stream again, I'm telling you, it's been a crazy last 48 hours. Thank you so much, Josh, one of my just good friends, man, and means the world to me. Would have never been able to set this show up without him and Dave's support. Anytime, it's crazy. He pops up at the right time, and I definitely appreciate you guys. Shouts out to you, your family, your little man, Firemaster, Dave, and all the Dad Bod family and all you guys that are out there. Thank you so much, my brother, back in Sonoma. And I'm not sure if you're in Sonoma or back, I think it's Texas that you moved to. But welcome. Thanks for being a 6-month member, my brother. I see you with the Gold Star, Crypto OG. Thank you guys all for being members here. So let me, again, guys, I wasn't really sure. About 30, 45 minutes ago, I asked my wife, I said, honey, how do you feel about, doing a show and letting everybody know what's going on? I'm be honest with you, the way I was feeling yesterday and the day before when I announced that I was literally thinking about taking some time away, and because that's just what he meant to us and the type of impact that losing him has had. And so we're going to get into that right now. But before I do, really quickly, it wouldn't be a show unless I kind of went over a couple of things here. I know that a lot of you guys, first of all, was expecting we promoted a Christmas show, which we were going to do some giveaways and things like that. I was supposed to do a part 2 with Chris Moore. For those of you guys that have checked it out, we were supposed to do a part 2 with Chris Moore and Mike Owens. And unfortunately, we weren't able to do that. But if you guys caught the first show, it was absolutely incredible. 2 self-made guys. This is the show that we're still going to do. This show. They both called me. They didn't know that what had happened at first, and so they both called me and said, "Hey, we're ready." It was actually the day we were supposed to go live, and I told them what happened. But the follow-up is going to be phenomenal. For those of you guys who don't know, Mike Owens, self-made millionaire in his businesses, known him for 20-some-odd years, and I'm talking about this guy's the real deal moneymaker. And then Chris Moore, who does multi-million-dollar contracts with his business, lighting and so forth. So the part 2 of those guys, we're going to be doing that. I'm not sure when exactly. It's going to be sometime this week for sure. I know our kids fly in tonight at, what is it, midnight, honey?
Probably like around 11.
About 11. Okay, so guys, welcome my beautiful queen, Janette. Say hello to everyone, Janette.
Everyone, hope you had a Merry Christmas.
I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. And so, again, we're gonna get into our Kobe story. Before we do, I want to go over a couple of things. Number one is we're gonna have this follow up part 2 of how to be a successful entrepreneur. If you didn't catch part 1, go over to our Crypto for Life page, guys. It was absolutely incredible. I promise you that. Mike Owens and Chris Moore are 2 first-class guys. Known them for many, many years. A lot of love for those brothers. 2 of my best boys for sure. Part 1 was extraordinary. Part 2 is going to knock your socks off. We're going to get into some really deep topics about their success, what they did to get there, what they're currently doing, and why especially someone like Mike, who's a multimillionaire, what brought him to crypto. So you'll get it from a millionaire's perspective and from a guy who has a $1 million, company that does $1 million contracts. So you guys are here why they're passionate, all those. So be prepared for part two. We'll figure out what day. I'm not really sure yet. I'm a little shocked that we're doing this stream right now because we've been mourning, we've been crying nonstop, and we'll get into all that in just a second. And then as far as the Christmas giveaway and so forth, guys, again, just the devastating blow of losing our best friend. We didn't see it coming, and so we'll make that up somehow, some way, at some point as well. Never got to do this, so maybe we'll do that at a different time as well. So let's get into what we're here to talk about, which is our buddy Kobe. Right? Beekeeper69, what's up, my brother? Welcome to the stream, my man. Welcome to the stream. So let me see if I can enlarge that. So, guys, how did this get? I don't know how that got bigger than my screen there, but let me see. It doesn't matter. So, anyways, so we'll start with what happened with Kobe here. Yesterday, baby? It was yesterday, and how that happened, and then we'll go back and talk about how we came across Kobe, because it's really a profound story if you think about how he passed away, and when we got him at the time where my wife could have passed away, and a lot of you guys don't know that story. It's not a story that I've ever shared with you guys. A lot of you guys probably don't even know my wife went through that, but she had a point. There was a point in time about 4 years ago, right, honey? That about 4 years ago, they had to do a surgery to save her life. And Kobe was a gift from me to her. And what she had to have an operation on in order to save her was the very thing that killed him. And we're going to talk about that. It's just crazy how, and I normally don't talk about religion, guys, but it's amazing how my brother and many others who know this story said, you know what? That had to be God. And, he gave you guys that dog at a time when you needed it. And he's rested in heaven, hopefully now. So let's get into it. So I'm going to try to hold it together here. So so Janette had been noticing, let me just kind of start back with how we got Kobe. So 4 years ago, almost 4 years, because he wasn't quite 4 years old, which is what's so devastating to us. 4 years ago, Janette found out she had became very pale, and she found out that she was anemic. Is that right, honey? Right? Mm-hmm. And so during that time, we didn't really know what was going on. Just kind of explain some of the stuff you were going through, baby, at that time. I can't remember everything.
I had been losing a lot of blood for about 1.5 years. Couldn't find out what was wrong with me. I did multiple trips to the doctor and could not figure it out. I did multiple surgeries, couldn't figure it out. It came to a point where I finally had to have a hysterectomy. And after I did that, obviously I got better. The bleeding stopped and the anemia went away, but I was very anemic to the point where I had to get blood transfusions. Before the last surgery I had to have, I think I had about 3 blood transfusions. Yeah. And that's when my husband got Kobe for me while I was in the hospital.
And here's a crazy thing about that story I want to add to this is that they turned you away about 4 or 5 times from having a surgery because they were fearful if they had the surgery, you wouldn't make it. And so they had to keep pumping blood until she was strong enough. We're sharing the story, guys, because, we're real. I'm real. My wife is real. We don't hide anything. It is what you see is what you get. We keep it 100. And if we're calling you guys our family, we want you guys to share when we're winning. We always talk about, you can't, if you want to enjoy the rain, you have to embrace the mud. Well, this is a very muddy and crappy time for us. And we want to share that with you guys because that's what family does. If I'm right, I'm right. And shouts out to my mother-in-law, Janette Lopez, for being here. Hello, everyone. Love you, James and Janette. Thank you, Mom. We love you very much as well. Anthony Wanner, what's up, my brother? So Janette went into this surgery, and, as the person who adores my wife, who she's always been my dream from the day I met her, the day I saw her, the day I hesitated talked to her to the day that we haven't left each other's side until today. So when I saw her in that pain, I just kept thinking to myself, what could I do? What could I get her? You know, and we had already had 2 dogs. We had a Maltese, which the Maltese, well, we had Precious, which we had bought when she was a pup. That was our family dog. She's a Terradoodle. And then I think it was like it was like a Valentine's Day that I got the 2 Maltese. Is that right? And I drove out of town. I found these 2 Maltese that this lady had. Brother, sister, bought them, brought them home. We kept Prince. We gave Janessa, my daughter, who's dating the guy who Jalen, who we've been asking you guys to please support with his Pro Bowl selection for the NFL and all that stuff. So we gave Leah, right? Leah to her. So that's the old other matter of fact, Janette gave Leah to Janessa, and because we were just doing a whole lot with 3 dogs, so Janessa took over Leah. So anyways, we had 2 dogs, and I was just thinking to myself while she was laying there recovering, I was like, what can I do for my wife? What can I do for my wife? And I thought, I had this crazy idea. Why not get her another dog? And I was like, oh my God, what the hell was I thinking? But I got on the internet while she was sitting there, laying there, trying to come to. She wasn't. I don't think she was conscious yet. And I was asking her mom and her and our daughters. I said, what do you think? What kind of dog? And I was showing all these little dogs because we already had 2 little dogs. And I really didn't think of a big dog. We weren't prepared for a big dog, but I ran across this husky. What's up, Mike Owens? Hey, buddy, didn't realize you went live. I see you're talking about Kobe again. Sorry for the loss. I'm here if you need me. If you 2 need anything. Thank you, Mike, man. We love you, brother. We love you, and I mean that with all that I am. Thank you so much, my man. One of my best friends in the whole world, Mike Owens. And by the way, guys, make sure you guys tune in again. We're going to be bringing Mike Owens and Chris Moore back on for part 2 of how to be a successful entrepreneur. So, guys, stay tuned for that. We talked about at the beginning of the show. Sometime this week, we'll have them back on. Incredible job, Mike, that you did on the first show. So, anyways, I was flipping through these dogs, and so that's the Maltese, that's Prince. And so I was flipping through the internet, and I just ran across this picture. It was a husky, and I'm like, a husky? Like, I didn't know anything about huskies, but he had these blue eyes, man. I wish I'd have put his baby picture up. It was just stinking so cute. He had these little blue eyes. I don't know if I got that picture, Janette, of when he was a baby. I'm sure somewhere. Damn it, I wish I could show everybody that doggone picture. I mean, just talking about the cute.
I have a lot of them.
Huh?
I have a lot of those pictures.
Yeah, it was just, but it was that one when he was a pup. Oh my God, guys, when I tell you this guy melted my heart, he melted my heart, and I said, if she sees him, it's over. He's gonna steal her heart, and so I got him very, very young. I was trying to see if I could find the picture so I can show you guys. Unfortunately, because she had just had surgery, and the surgery consisted of was it hysterectomy, honey?
Yes.
And so the problem with a puppy is they want to bounce all over your tummy. And so I couldn't give him to her. And she was just damn near crying because she wanted to hold him so bad. But I knew. So anyways, I went to go get this pup. I didn't know what a husky was. I didn't know they shed. I didn't know how big they got. I didn't do any research on this husky, which I, did research on the other 2 dogs. And I went out to go get him. I see his mom and dad here. I wonder if I could find a picture of him so I could show everybody. But I'm talking about stinking cute. So she saw this husky. She was beside herself in love, but it was killing her because she couldn't hold him. And the reason she couldn't hold him is because she was stitched across her stomach, and so she had to wait for a couple weeks, Janette, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
like a month.
almost a month. But she would have me bring him to her. She would hold him, but he was a gift from me to her because I knew this was like one of the hardest times in her life. Again, it was life threatening. She meant the world to me, and I just wanted to get her something, that I felt would be just something that she was embrace and be able to just sink all the pain and the frustration of what she was dealing with, besides the 2 dogs that we had already. But I knew that he would be special, and so I bought him for her. And then, so obviously, during that time we were in California. And then, about a year had passed and we decided, I told Janette, I said, hey, we were in crypto, obviously. And I said, babe, we're going to travel the world and crypto is going to pay for everything. And we're just going to live our, our best life. A year here, a year at different places all around the world. That was the goal. What's up, Big Bro 10? What's up, Bullish Big D? What's up, Crypto Tropics? Thank you, my brother. Good evening, Frankie Legend. The wife's bestie is in the house, and so we started this journey to Hawaii. But we made a deal with the kids that if they would watch Kobe for us, I'm still trying to find this picture as I'm talking. I said, if you guys would watch Kobe for us for 1 year, and so my son and my daughter Janessa watched Kobe, and then Heaven and Paris watched Prince and Precious while we went on our journey for a year. And then the goal was to get a home and then go back and get them. So when we went to Hawaii, we were in a condo. And then we went to Vegas and we got a home specifically for our dogs to make sure that our dogs, we could go get them, they could be in a home and all that stuff. So, we went back and got Kobe and we started that journey in Vegas. And then from that point, every move that we made was always about Kobe. We wanted to make sure he always had a great place. We went to Sonoma County. A lot of you guys know that story. And then when we came back to Vegas here, it's kind of like my wife said, we had like literally the perfect situation. This has been almost a month and 3 weeks ago. We came back to Vegas. We got a better house than we've ever had in our life. Beautiful, brand new built home. Kobe was excited. He was excited about the house. He was excited. You could just tell he had way more room to run around. So I'll let you just kind of talk about how he's been since we've been back here in Vegas, Janette, and all that good stuff. Go ahead, honey.
It's been really hard because he was just so happy. He just was running up and down the stairs full force because like in our other house it was wood on the stairs, so he couldn't really go too fast.
Right.
But here he'd run up and down the stairs and he was just having a blast. We the backyard got done and we put a big long piece of grass on the side for him to run around, and it's just been really hard because we've only been in this house for almost 2 months, but he's really made an imprint on this house. And just everywhere we go, we see him, poking out his head around the corner or jumping on the bed or just laying by us.
Talk about his personality, but babe, and some of the stuff that he would do.
This guy, he just one of the things that he would do is if James was on his phone, he would basically jump on top of him and basically swat away his phone. Like, get off your phone, Dad. Yeah. Give me some attention. You've had enough time on your phone.
That's right.
It was almost like he was like me and a dog. I was like, yeah, go Kobe. Tell Dad put the phone away. But yeah, and then like when we'd go to bed, we'd all come upstairs and James always had a routine, which was he'd go take a shower, brush his teeth, and Kobe knew his routine, so he would run into the room and jump on the bed and jump right on his pillow, and he'd lay there until James got out, and then James would come out, and then I'm sorry.
You okay, honey? Take a moment. It's okay. Take your time. This is something, and by the way, guys, we're doing this, so it's a tribute to our dog. It's to share with you guys what happened, and just so that we can have this recorded and, something we can go back and always look at, and hopefully you guys appreciate the sincerity of my wife and I coming on in this very difficult time, because like I said, we've been crying 2 or 3 days straight. This is by far the worst Christmas we've ever had, just because we sent our wishes to everybody and it was just me and her. And we left the house because we couldn't even stand being here today. Everything we looked at, everywhere we went, from his dog bowls to his bed to our bed to the living room to where he would sit out and look outside, look at the strip, because you could see the strip from our home. It was so painful that we had to get up this morning. I said, honey, let's just get up and get out of here. And that's literally what we did. And like I said, it's a very painful moment, but I thought it was just very necessary. I can't find this doggone picture when I first got him, but I'm still looking. But yeah, go ahead, honey. You can continue on.
He would jump on his pillow, and James would have to literally like shoo him out of the way, because he, that was like his thing. That was like his, it was like, I'm going to sit in your spot, Dad, until you get here. And then when he'd get out of the shower, Kobe would just, lay there. James would have to scoot him over. Um, Obviously, he loved food. I mean, if we had anything in the house, it was his. I mean, this was Kobe's house.
Yeah. That's the thing we would always say is we weren't sure if we had the home and he lived with us, or we got the home and we lived with him, because it was like his
That's
rules.
how it feels. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
just walking around the house, I just feel like I'm in his house. And just everything just reminds me of him. He just, you know, his big O self running around, and you could just hear like his paws rubbing on the carpet. I mean, it's just he just had this special presence about him, you know. Just he knew how to fill up a room. He really did.
And so with that, guys, I finally found the baby picture. I'll show you guys here right now. But yeah, I mean, so I'm gonna show you this picture, and I'm gonna kind of tell you guys what just happened with Kobe. So here's I'll kind of go back and show you guys what he looked like when I got him. And I hope, again, you guys appreciate the story. Again, that this is not for sympathy. This is not for sadness. This is just because you guys are family. And we spent the better part of today. So this is Kobe's dad. That's his dad. That's his mother. I mean, his mother looked just like a doggone wolf. And that's Kobe as a baby. So you guys tell me, if you could have not got that dog for your wife. Oh God, he was, yeah, he was, that was him. That was him. And I saw that picture and it melted my heart. I didn't care if he was going to be small or bear. It didn't matter. And I just knew that she would fall in love with him. And that's when we got him. So let's go back. I'm gonna kind of add on to what my wife says. So, and I know this sounds funny, guys, but everything we've done from the time that we got him was for him. Every home we got, we got specifically to cater to his needs, to cater to make sure he has a big yard. I mean, I know that sounds crazy. You know, who would do that? Oh, you're just saying that, but my wife can tell you when we shop for a home, it was predicated off of what kind of life he would have. When we moved to Sonoma County, when we came back here to Vegas, and that's I think the thing that has just broken our heart so much, because it was really just 2021 was a dream situation for us financially. It allowed us to live the way we want to live, do the things we want to do. And then just coming back to Vegas was like the icing on the cake. We got a brand new built home. We literally had to wait for our backyard to get built. He was in heaven. He loved the neighborhood. He was a dog that had a lot of anxiety. So we got back here. He was just back at home. He was walking. He was playing. He was just so full of energy. And so what happened about, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, my wife noticed that he had been drinking a lot of water, probably more so than normal. We didn't pay that too much attention because he's a big dog. He's an Arctic Husky. And because of the fur and everything, we just thought that, hey, he's hot, or I shouldn't say hot because the house was always cool for him, but, he's just a big dog. He drinks a lot of water. And then about 3 days ago, we were out walking, and my wife said, James, I think he's got a little bit of a limp. And I was like, because my wife just notices every little detail. And I said, honey, I think you're probably overthinking or whatever. And so she says, no, I think, he has some kind of a limp. And so then I'm sorry, that's about 4 days ago. 3 days ago, Janette came home and walked in the house, and he's always ready to jump up and play and just follow us. If she goes to eat or whatever, she goes upstairs. So she came in through the garage. She went upstairs to go make some food, and normally he's right there begging. He didn't move from downstairs. So she kind of thought something was wrong. I was upstairs at the time, and I'm not sure what I was doing. She when she went back outside to get back in the car and leave, he stayed in the same place. And she realized something was wrong. I won't get too much into the details, but I think it's something like she had realized that she had watched him go use a bathroom or something like that, and it looked like he was peeing like a foamy pee. She went down to go wipe in that area and saw that he was bleeding a bit, and so we knew something was wrong. The next morning, we were gonna take him to the vet. I took him outside, which is my routine every day, and I watched him get up very fragilely, which was super concerning because it was like it was just like a total night and day. from what I saw the day before, the way he was acting, the way he was moving, the way he was walking. He went outside, and I'm telling you guys, it scared the living daylights on me. I watched him urinate blood, and I'm not talking about like it was kind of pink. I'm talking about dark red, like prune juice blood. And I got scared, and I said, "Oh my God," And I called my wife, who wasn't here at the time, and I said, "Babe, I'm scared. I mean, what I just saw, I've never seen in my life. Not like that." And it was like a thick prune juice blood, and it was just blood, dark blood. And we knew we had to get him to the vet. We took him to the vet. They ran tests and determined that he had a diseased kidney, which we couldn't figure out how he had a diseased kidney. When he was about 3 years ago in our house in California, before we, not Sonoma County, but way back when he was like 1 year old, he ate in the backyard. He ate he was a sago palm plant, babe, something like that, like a sago palm. And sago palms are very deadly to dogs, and we didn't know that at the time. But when we talked to the vet, she said the only two other cases that she's seen where a dog ate sago palm, they both died within days or a week. But he got through that. Janette, he was a very strong dog. Janette took him to the vet at that time. They gave him antibiotics. He came through, and that was 3 years ago. And so the only thing we could tell the doctor is that even when we were in Sonoma County, he had a habit of eating plants, like plants, leaves, grass, that kind of stuff. And I would at least once a week find some type of plant in his stool, and I didn't understand why was he always eating plants. So I don't know. So again, this is about 3 months ago. He was up till we got here we've been here a month and 3 weeks. So he's been doing this just up till like 2 weeks ago. He was still doing. I'm sorry, 2 months ago. He was doing that. Now I haven't seen anything like that since we lived in this house, but back in Sonoma County before we got here, he was still doing that. And so we told the doctor that they shaved his stomach and did an ultrasound, and they found that his liver was diseased, and his kidney blood work was abnormal. There were some things that were normal, and there was other things that just the doctor said, "This scares me. I don't understand what's going on." So we got him back home. They told us to monitor him, I think it was, or something like that, honey. And we got him back home. And the next day, so that day that we went to the vet, he was a shadow of himself. The next day, which was yesterday, he was a shadow of his shadow, meaning that he was. One of the things the vet told us the day before that he would be delusional. He would be lethargic. And he was all those things. He didn't want to get up. He didn't want to move. He couldn't come down the stairs. We literally didn't even. I didn't shower or change. We sat down. I laid on the floor with him downstairs. Got a pillow and laid with him for a while, for probably some hours, and then me and Janette both got on the couch in our movie room and just literally laid there and monitor him. He went outside and he spent about 75% of the time outside that whole night, and we just could not sleep. The next morning I got up, and this is where I knew something was wrong. I ordered him a whole chicken, cooked chicken from the grocery store. I had it delivered, and I was trying to feed him chicken, which is his go-to. That's like his favorite thing ever, and he wouldn't eat the chicken. And I knew something was wrong. I knew. I mean, I was putting even before that, I was putting his snacks by his mouth. He wouldn't eat. The day before that, when we first took him to the vet and we got home, I actually gave him steak and chicken. He ate some of that because we had teppanyaki that day, earlier that day, and so I gave him steak and chicken. He ate that, but yesterday he wouldn't even eat chicken. So when I had that chicken delivered and he didn't eat it, I knew something was wrong. We kept trying to give him Pedialyte. We kept trying to give him. He was drinking water like crazy. We tried to give him moringa aloe, which is one of the most, they call it the tree of life. You can find it in the Bible. They call it the tree of life is moringa aloe. You find it like in Nigeria, Africa, and India, and places like that. We were giving him that as far as nutrition. Nothing got better. I said, babe, we need to take him back to the vet. He couldn't even get up, guys. I was literally trying to hold him up as he was going to the car, to the truck. We put him in the back of Janette's vehicle. I picked him up. I had to deadlift him in. And we get back to the vet, and he was just like there, but not there. Actually, I went a little too far. When we got him from the backyard, he wouldn't eat. I was trying to get him back through the doggy door. I brought him back in the house, and he must have thought he was going in outside because he just pissed blood all over our carpet. And I knew that's not him. He doesn't do that. So I knew at that time something was wrong. I said, "Oh my God, that he's messed up." So we took him back to the vet. Got to the vet, and he just sat there, and it was just killing us. We sat in the vet's office, either on the floor with him, laying on the floor, kissing, loving him for about 5 hours before we made the decision. I kept trying to get up. I kept acting like I said, "Man," I said, "Please God, let him just show me some signs of life." I mean, not life in the sense that he was alive, but please just let him get up and want to go home. I said, "Kobe, let's go home, Pop. Let's go home. Let's go home, son. Let's go home." And he just looked at me and lay back down. And I did that, I don't know, 5 or 6 times throughout that 5 hours, just trying to look for some gleam of hope. When we talked to the doctor, she said there's a 95% chance of chronic damage, and that we would need a miracle to fix him. There was no medication. I said, "Look, Doc," I said, "what if money is not an object? What if money is not an object? What could we do? Can we do a transplant? Can we do a liver transplant? Can we do a kidney transplant?" She said, "It's not like humans. We don't do transplants with animals." And so the only thing that she said that we could do was blood transfusions, because the only thing that they said is there's no medication. They don't even know what to give him because they couldn't diagnose why his body was shutting down the way it was. And she said we could just give him random antibiotics, but we don't know what to treat him for. She said, if you want, we can do a surgery. We can send you down the street to a place that does surgery. They can do a biopsy, but he would need blood transfusion. And with that blood transfusion, it would be extremely pricey, but extremely painful for him. Extremely painful. They would have to put IVs in each one of his legs and try to do a blood transfusion. She goes, "I don't think it'd be one, it'd be several." I said, "Well, how often would someone have to do that?" She said, "Some people could do it once a couple weeks, once a week, or even daily." And she said, even after all that and them doing the biopsy on his liver to tell you exactly what's, killing him, it doesn't mean he's going to survive. And guys, you guys got to understand, this our dog wasn't even 4 years old. The only thing I can relate this to is I didn't see my mom's death coming. I got a phone call from my mom. She had depression. She was reaching out. And I was doing some business at the time. I said, "Mama, I'll call you back." And she was gone. And so that's the only pain I can really describe of how I felt with my dog, because we didn't see this coming. And I'm not trying to compare him to my mom. Can't do that by no means, but it's the same kind of pain. So we didn't see it coming. And in that 6 hour, we had to make the hardest decision in our lives, guys. And this was yesterday. To give up on I wouldn't say give up on him, but to let him rest. Because the only other option we had was to take him home. And after watching what he became 24 hours before to where he was at yesterday, I couldn't bear it. I couldn't bear him not getting up. I remember him walking to the back and looking back at us, and it broke our heart. It crushed. I don't think we cried that hard together since we've been married. And it's like he was reaching out for help, and we couldn't help. They wouldn't put an IV in. They brought him back, and they asked us what do we want to do. And I had to make a very difficult decision. The only other decision that I made like that is when my dad had cancer, and he was so far gone that they asked me to give him an injection to it was either going to kill all the blood clots that happened at the very end, or it was gonna kill him. And I had to make that decision as the oldest son. And unfortunately, I had to make that decision yesterday for my dog. Yeah. So, it wasn't an easy decision. We made it. Guys, I think one of the hardest things about this whole thing is a lot of times people think we're talking about a dog. And Kobe was so much more than a dog to us. He was, I think, especially for me after losing my mom and my dad, he was my best friend. And he was someone that, I think the reason that we had the relationship that we had is because, he loved us unconditional. There was no, there was no, me and Janette live a very private life for the most part. Obviously I'm on here with you guys, and but we are very leery about who we let in our circle because when you're in a position that we're in, and you've done the things that we've done, a lot of times people tend to want to, just drain your soul for whatever they can get from you. And so we're very, very private. We're very, very cautious of who we surround ourselves with. And for me, sometimes what that means, and I think that's why I'm so close to Mike Owens and Chris Moore and Josh and people like that, is because these guys allow me to connect and bond and talk and vent and they're high quality people, and I just don't associate myself with anyone. So, for you to know that Josh or Dave came to my house, or Mike Owens has been in my house, or Chris Moore's, that means that I love these guys immensely. And but I say all that to say that Kobe was that person that I didn't have to fear, the person who never judged, the person who he was just our best friend. He was like a child to us. My wife gave you guys some examples. I just, my mind never shuts off, and he had a profound personality. He was just so connected to me that you can't teach that. You can't teach a dog to come swipe your phone out your hand, and he did that daily. It was like he would give me my time to work on the phone, but he would let me know it's time to get off. You asked for a kiss, he gave it to you. You asked for a paw, he did it. You asked him to lay down, you asked him this. He was brilliant. And the thing that gets me is I got him at a time when my wife was in need, and he left us in a time, I think, when we were in need. But he gave us so much. And when I gave him to Janette, one of the things he had, besides his kidneys failing and his liver diseased, is he became anemic. He was peeing out so much blood that they said that they wouldn't be able to do they wouldn't be able to give him what's that thing? Fluids. They wouldn't be able to give him fluids. What is it called though? Is fluids, what is it called? Like an IV, because it would thin his blood out too much, and that could kill him. That's how anemic he became. They said they couldn't do surgery unless they started blood transfusions because he could die in surgery. And I don't know about you guys, but I know God always has a plan. I know we don't always understand that at the time. I didn't understand when he took my mom. I didn't understand when he took my dad. And I didn't understand it when I lost my dog. But it's ironic that he was a gift to my wife at a time that she was anemic and could have died from surgery. And then all of a sudden, it's exactly what he passed from, is being anemic. Obviously, the kidney disease, liver disease, and kidney failure. So, I talked to my brother, and he was saying that, I'm gonna let you go ahead, Janette. Go take it away for a little bit, baby, because I'm getting a little. I can feel myself getting a little emotional here. Go ahead.
Well, you said that Jermaine said that basically he sent him over that God sent him to us. He was our angel, basically, to watch over us, and while we were in a time of need, and when we got everything we needed, and we're here in Vegas, everything is what we want it to be, and he left us. And it's just it's a beautiful way of looking at it, but like we seriously, like it's been so hard. I mean, I think I've cried every 5 minutes. This is probably the longest I haven't cried. Or I did cry, but yeah, it's been so hard. He was definitely our kid together. And being that I couldn't have any kids, I had that hysterectomy done, and James and I couldn't have any kids together, but Kobe was definitely that child for us, and he was that comfort that we needed. He was that glue, that bond that we had. I mean, even in the house when we would hug, or if I would even get by James, Kobe would jump in the middle, or he'd knock us over. We'd be standing up hugging, and he would just jump on us both and like, hey, like no hugging. He was always trying to restrict our affection for each other.
Yeah. So I'll read a couple of comments in the comments right now. Jose Velasquez, thank you, my brother. He says, our condolences. You do the best for your family. for a family member. Pets are missing pieces in life. Kobe is not suffering. That's how I had to look at it, Jose, when I made that decision. I just needed to give him peace. I had to give him peace, and like I said, I was faced with that one other time with my dad. I just felt like I had to give him peace, and thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Fishing with Camo Joe. Thanks for the love. CCAS says so much more than a dog. I get it. Believe me. Yeah, he was like a kid, man. He was like our kid that we never had together. You know, when I met Janette, I had four. She had two. We connected when they were all 9 and 6, or at least four of them were. And so they're my babies, but that's our family. That's our family of six. We never. He was our child together. In so many words. Crypto Tropics, heartbroken for you guys. Dogs are 100% family. Amen to that, brother. Anthony Winter says, honestly, one of the reasons I don't have a dog now, I lost a couple when I was younger. Yeah, it's and it's crazy because we've got dogs now, and I don't mean to sound horrible as a person. I don't mean to sound selfish, but we have two dogs that are with Janette upstairs right now, Prince and Precious, and we love our dogs, but they're not Kobe. And it was very difficult for me to even call him a dog. That's I don't know what movie it was when they say, was it like, what was that damn movie, babe? When they said that the wolf imprinted on the girl, was that like Twilight or something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like Kobe imprinted on us. He, especially me. I bought him from Janette, but he imprinted himself on me.
I used to always say that. I'm like, he's my dog, and he's always wants James' attention.
I mean,
like,
dude, that dog imprinted on me, and he made me love him in a way that I've never loved any other dog in my life, and I had several. But yeah, thank you so much, Anthony. When I appreciate that, Josh, you made the right decision. I think so, brother, and that's the thing that me and Janette have been fighting with all day. We've been in the mall, man, fighting back tears. I had to lock myself in the bathroom. I mean, it's like everything that we look at. And I'm telling you, I think the only time I've ever cried this much, man, is when I lost my mom. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, it's just been hard, bro. It's been hard. And I know we're gonna have our day. I know that at some point, so anyways, what we did is once we made the decision, they offered us two packages. One was to cremate him and ship his ashes to California to be spread over the ocean, or like I don't know, maybe the ultimate package, which was a urn with his picture, his paw printing clay, some of his fur. So we're gonna have a mural here at the house, and that's the way we decided to go. To just which is right above a picture of him or of a husky. It looks just like Kobe, and so we'll have a mural with him here at the house. But yeah, guys, we don't know when it's going to get easy, but it's just been a devastating day today. It's been a devastating last couple of days, and I needed to do this, and and let me just say thank you to all you guys that are here. I'm gonna continue to read right now. Thank you so much, because like I said, about 45 minutes before doing this, I told my wife I think I need to do this to get closure. I don't know if that's the right word. To share with
maybe
you
just
guys. Go ahead.
Talk about it, and I think this whole time we've been talking with each other about it, and I think it makes you feel better to know like that, there's others that are feeling like the way that we're feeling, and letting us kind of share that with you guys, because he was such a big part of our lives. And especially for me, I've always shared him on my social media, and I have so many friends that just loved him, never met him, but just loved him, just loved his personality, just loved who he was. And
his fan base was ridiculous.
For us, it's like, I feel like I owed my family, my friends, this explanation of what happened to him. And I mean, because it was just so sudden, sudden for us, but then to go around and tell everyone, oh, Kobe's gone, when I was just posting him 3 days ago, and he was this happy dog running around. And
wow, that's crazy.
It's just crazy. It's like a bad dream. It's like I'm gonna wake up and he's gonna come jumping and running on my bed, and it's just crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, we're still, we're definitely in shock still. Yeah, he was a big part of our day, man. That's all I can tell you. As much as I got on these streams, this dude was a big part of my day. I woke up to him. I got off the stream, ran to him. We would go out and get on dates and do other things with friends or whatever, and we always had to get back to him. When we go out, we would bring this dude back, filet mignon. I mean, we this dude lived a high quality life. We didn't treat him like a dog. We didn't treat him like a dog at all. Jeanette posts, if you guys ever get over, for those of you guys that might be friends with Jeanette on social media, if you look at her TikTok, her videos gain so much attention and so many fans from all over. She had friends that never met Kobe, but they fell in love with him. They would talk about him. They would send her videos about him. His presence was just so infectious. John Singh, who's been on this show, him and his wife, uh, loved him to death. My mother-in-law, Janet, looked at him like a grandson and not like a dog. And I feel bad for her because she's been devastated as well. Shouts out to my mom, Janet, my mother-in-law, Janet. This dog imprinted her on her as well. I mean, he was our dog, but he knew and loved his grandma. That's for damn sure. Let me keep going through this. Thanks, Josh. We made the right decision. I think we did, bro. I didn't want to. One of the things about that, Josh, I didn't want to be selfish, and let him come home and suffer more. I didn't know what today would bring, but I didn't want my girls to see that are flying in here tonight. I didn't want my girls to see that who will be here in a couple hours. I didn't want. I didn't. I don't know, man. I tell my wife, I said one of the biggest regrets in my life is having to see when the sheriff found my mother's body, and I had to go identify her. I can't get that out of my head. And when my dad died from cancer, and I had to watch that. I can't even explain it to you because it's too graphic, but I can't get that out of my head. And I didn't want to see my dog suffer, but I held him. I held his face in my hand as they gave him the shot, and I can't get that out of my head. So, yeah, all I can say, man, is I appreciate you guys for listening in. Thank you so much. Let me read a couple more statements so I get out of here because I'm feeling myself getting way too emotional. CKaz, you didn't give up. You did the right thing. Thanks, brother. I believe in my heart we did, man. The selfish thing for me, and I told my wife this today, is I wanted to bring him home. I wanted to bring him home and just be selfish. But unfortunately, that would have meant him suffering, and I loved him too much for that. And yeah, I have a grand dog. Love him so much. Oh, thank you, Big Bro 10. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Rest in peace, Kobe. You will be missed. Thanks, OMC, man. Just you guys' love means the world to me, man. And I think it was important for me to share this, not only to vent and to share who he was, and to I thought to myself before doing this video, and I asked my wife if she would do it with me. I said, if we do this, this might help me get back on track with my videos, because if I hadn't done this, I don't know when I would have been ready to do a stream again. So I just felt like if I did this would let me get it out there. Let me tell my truth. Let me tell our truth, and then I can get my mind right, and get back to my family, my Crypto for Life family. So you did the right thing, fam. Thanks, CKaz. CKaz, you guys, love you guys. I know you did what you could. Thank you, CKaz. We love you too, brother. CKaz, I love my dog more than anything. I feel so bad for you guys. Love you guys. I have to go back to sleep. This hurts hearing. I'm glad you guys gave him a great life. I'm so sorry for this. Thank you, CKaz. That kind of love, man, means the world to us. It's bigger than crypto. It's bigger than business. It's bigger than any of that. It's about family. Thank you so much. Crypto Tropics, much love, brother. Thank you. Seek let's see who else in here. Janet, super cute. Janessa, and I went to pick him up and had to drive because he wanted to lay his head on Janessa's shoulder. That's right, Mom. I forgot. So because I didn't, that's right. When I got him and I found him, I had my mother-in-law, and my daughter Janessa go pick him up because I didn't want to leave my wife's side. That's exactly what happened. Thank you for reminding me of that, Mom. That's right. You guys went and got him for me. And he loved himself some grandma, man. Anthony INJ Winter says, yeah, I would have. Wow, that dog would grab anyone's heart, man. He was. If you guys go look at Jeanette's videos, bro. I remember I would be in Ecuador and I watch her TikTok, and I would just bust out in tears, man. Her videos with this dude are unreal. CCAS 100, love you guys, man. Our pets are like our children. From Josh, our pets are like our children and fill our voids, man. I'm telling you, Josh, in so many ways, bro. You know, we lived a very private life for the most part, but he gave us everything we needed, and then some. We had tribute boxes made for our dogs, Ashes, uh, Tough, uh, a fur and collar. I love that. Thanks so much, Crypto OG, my brother. He would jump in bed with Janette and put his legs across her body and hug her and take James' place every night, Mom. He did that every night. Big Bro 10 all every night, Mom. He did it every night. It was like, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like I would get out the shower and I look at my bed. My wife is on her pillow and his big old butt is on my pillow. And I'm like, and he just, and I'm like, Kobe, what you doing? And he just put his head down on my pillow and bury his head. And I'm like, dude, it was just it was an every night game. It was an every stinking night game. And it's so funny because as I was getting out of the shower, drying off, I knew my baby's going to be there. He's going to be waiting for dad. And it's hard, guys, walking through this house. You know, it's like Janette said earlier. She said, you know, we're living a dream, and everything we've ever wanted is here. And we couldn't ask for more. Everything was just perfectly in place. And we had to lose our dog. Everything was perfectly in place. We couldn't ask for a better life. And but I could tell you this has humbled us, and this has broken us, and we don't know why. But you know, obviously God has a bigger plan. Wow, so sad, man. I love dogs more than people. So sad, bro. I'm so sorry to hear this. Thank you so much, CKS, again. Rest in peace, Kobe, Mom. Thank you so much. Shouts out to everybody, man, and all your love. Big Bullish Big D. Sorry for your loss. You all are in our prayers. Thank you, CK. Thank you, Bullish Big D. I'm sorry. Frankie Legend, Merry Christmas for everyone. Thank you, Mike Owens, for what you said earlier. Hey, buddy, didn't realize we went live. Thank you, guys, all. Let me see if there's anything after this. Talking about it helps make it more real and past the points wondering if you're in a dream. I'm telling you, it's so crazy, Josh, because we're sitting around here, man, and I'm waiting for my man. It's like I go down the stairs, he would try to beat. It's almost like man, you know, it's sad. My wife made a comment earlier. She said we pulled up to the house because we went out today shopping. We just had to get out and we went shopping. We just had to get the hell out of here because the house was, and we pulled up to the house. She just started crying. She goes, I can't even look at the house without crying. And it's just sad, dude. Anyways. Thanks, Josh. So you guys coming on here to share with Crypto for Life fam, let us give you reassurance of your valid feels. Thank you, Josh, man. It means a lot. I love you, man, and give your son a big hug for me. Say hello to the wife, and thank you guys all for being our family, man. We need this. He was an incredible family member that made you both whole and was love. I'm so sorry for your loss. I too have a family four-legged member who is everything to the wife and I. Thank you so much, OMC. Nesfor says, take your time. It's important for you to heal. We love you, the live stream, but your well-being is most important. I'm sorry for your loss. Guys, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. You know, love you guys very much. Thank you. You could end the stream with a video of Janet and Kobe. Let me see if I can find one, Mom. Jeanette and Kobe. I'm sorry, Jeanette and Kobe. Let me see if I can find one. If I can find one and share it, I'll do. The problem with that is that if I do that, Jeanette's videos are all music backed, and if I share it, they're gonna ban the video. If I share the video, they'll ban it because your music. I think. What about that one you did with him laying on you? Is that on your TikTok?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me see if I can pull it up. Maybe I can share that. That's a great idea, Mom. Let's see if I can do that TikTok. I don't even get on damn TikTok that much. TikTok.
Dog's crazy.
I don't really get on TikTok much. It says open TikTok, I guess. Yeah. If I can share a video, guys, I'll end it with that. Let me see if I can end it with that real quick. Following. How do I find you on TikTok, babe? Because I don't even TikTok, to be honest with you. Let me see. TikTok, friends. Get notified, not now. Okay, let me see if I can find Janette still. It's telling me I don't have no friends. I know I got friends, damn it. I got my wife. Sheesh. You know, I just don't get on TikTok. That's my thing. I don't do TikTok. But I have a TikTok. I think, okay, so it'd be under your name, right, Janette?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see if I can find it. I'll share a TikTok with everybody. What is your thing? Just Janette?
Janette McFadden,
Oh shoot! I'll tell you how much I get on that, bro.
possibly.
Okay, I see it. Yeah. Okay. So oh damn it! Let me see if I can find his TikTok with him and you, and I'll end it with that. Since Mom brought that up, you got so many with him. I mean, I was talking about that one you sent me, and oh God, how do I show your TikTok? And I'm probably gonna get banned for showing it. Where's that one? You got so many of them with. You guys, if you guys want to check out.
Yeah, that video you're looking for, it's far down.
Okay, so if you
I
guys
think
want to,
mom shared it. I think mom shared it on her Facebook.
if you guys want to check out Jeanette's TikTok and just see how incredible this dude, she's got some videos of him starting off as a puppy, all the way to his adulthood. It's freaking amazing, and everyone who watches it falls in love. It's one word, Janette McFadden on TikTok. Go take a look at it, man. Appreciate you guys, Mike Owens. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. I love you. Thank you for being a part of my life and world, man. Trust me, all our talks is definitely healing, man. This dude has some crazy stories and just keeps me full of them, and I appreciate it. You could industry, yeah. If you guys post one of your Twitter, one to your Twitter, we'll all watch it. Okay, so how do I do that? Damn it! How do I get your TikTok? I mean, I guess I could just post one, is what Josh said. Let me do that then. Let me see if I can just post any TikTok and see how I do that. So if I could share that to Twitter, he said. Let's see, Twitter. Okay, shoot, I guess I could. I'm gonna do it right now. See if that works. Okay, so I hit post, and then if I do that, then you guys can watch it. Maybe that's how it works, Josh. I'm not a TikToker. Damn it. My wife put me on TikTok one time, and I was kind of embarrassed of the damn video. Okay, here he is. I just did that. Okay, so this is Jeanette's TikTok. Is that how you get to your TikTok, babe? Is this you?
Once upon a time, there was this
I can't
dog
see
named
your screen.
Kobe. He wanted to go on a walk,
How do you? Oh, it's telling me to do this.
and then he wanted a
I can't
treat.
see your screen.
Oh, it's not. What I gotta do? Oh, God dang it! It wants me to log into TikTok to use TikTok. Okay, well, you know what, guys?
You probably don't even know your login.
Huh? I don't even know. Yeah. So if you go to my Twitter, I just posted a deal. Please hit like and comment, retweet on my Twitter. You can see the picture of him and his mom and dad and Kobe as a puppy. That should take you to. But I think what happens when you want to go to Jeanette, it says check out Jeanette's TikTok videos. You can see a bunch of Kobe on there. She's a TikTok master. I'm not, but I think you got to log into your TikTok or either create one or something in order to do it. So I put it on my Twitter. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead and do that. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. We're at an hour. Love you guys. Anything you want to say to the Crypto for Life family before we get out of here?
Just thank you guys for letting us talk about Kobe. It makes us feel better, and to have the support from everybody. So we just appreciate everyone, and hope everyone had a good Christmas today and spent time with their families. And we'll talk to you guys soon.
So thank you guys very much again. We'll make up this Christmas giveaway at a different time, and we'll also be look out for the second part of our incredible stream that we had just before all this happened with Chris Moore and Mike Owens. The next one will be how to be a successful entrepreneur, part 2, where we get into the meat and potatoes of what they're doing daily, what they're doing to be successful, why did they get into crypto. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. It's your boy James, aka 68Jay. And until next time, much love. Peace.